We recently adopted a little girl, and my sister-in-law, Anna, turned the whole family against us because she wanted her daughter to be the only princess in the family. I'm a 34-year-old man married to my wife Lisa, who is 32. We've been married for 8 years, and our story began during a study abroad program in Spain, where we bonded over our shared love for paella and flamenco dancing. After graduation, we dated for 2 years before getting married in a small ceremony, surrounded by our closest friends and family. We always wanted a family. Lisa comes from a big family with 2 brothers and a sister, while I'm an only child. Growing up, I often wished I had siblings to share my life with, and I dreamt of having a close-knit family of my own one day. I imagined my children sharing the same bond that Lisa shares with her siblings. After 3 years of marriage, we welcomed our son, Tommy, who is now 5 years old. His arrival was a dream come true, yet the journey was difficult. Lisa's pregnancy was challenging. She experienced severe morning sickness that lasted for months, and at 32 weeks, she developed preeclampsia, which forced her to rest in bed for the remainder of her pregnancy. Tommy was born 6 weeks early, and we spent 3 intense weeks in the NICU, anxiously watching him grow stronger each day. The stress and worry were overwhelming, but finally bringing him home felt like our family was complete, or so we thought. As Tommy grew, we realized we wanted him to have a sibling. When he was 2, we started trying for another child. Months turned into a year with no luck, and we began to feel the weight of worry. After some time, we visited a fertility specialist, and the news was heartbreaking. Lisa had developed severe endometriosis, likely stemming from complications during her first pregnancy. The doctor told us that conceiving naturally would be nearly impossible. Our hopes for a larger family felt shattered. We spent months exploring options like IVF and surrogacy, but neither felt quite right. Adoption, which we had initially considered, began to seem like the best choice. Lisa's cousin had been adopted, and we realized that love, not blood, could create a family. After much research and attending several information sessions, we decided to go ahead with the adoption process. The journey was long and filled with uncertainty, including endless forms, home visits, and interviews. We held on to hope that we would eventually find the child meant to be with us. Nearly 2 years later, we received the call we had been waiting for. A little girl named Mia, then just 3 years old, needed a home. Mia had been in the foster care system since she was a baby because her birth parents struggled with addiction. She had overcome so much already, including being born with neonatal abstinence syndrome. When we first met her, she was shy and hid behind her foster mom. It was Tommy who helped break the ice by offering her his favorite toy car. By the end of our visit, Mia was sitting on Lisa's lap, chattering away in her sweet toddler voice. We instantly fell in love with her, and within a few months, Mia officially became part of our family. Bringing Mia home was one of the happiest days of our lives. Tommy was thrilled to take on the role of big brother, always eager to help and play with Mia. Most of Lisa's family welcomed Mia with open arms. Her parents, John and Mary, were overjoyed to have another grandchild and treated Mia with the same love they had shown Tommy. Lisa's older brother, Mark, and his wife, Kate, who had faced their own struggles with infertility, were also very supportive. Their 2 sons, Alex, 7, and Ethan, 4, were excited to have a new cousin. However, there was trouble brewing with Anna, Mark's wife. Anna and Mark had a daughter, Lily, who was 6 years old and had always been the only girl in the family. Anna had consistently made a big deal about Lily being the princess of the family. I remember the day we announced our adoption plans at Lisa's parents' summer barbecue. Most of the family reacted with joy, but I noticed Anna's reaction. While everyone else was smiling and congratulating us, Anna sat silently with a frown. Later, I overheard her questioning Lisa. Why do you need another girl? Isn't Lily enough for the family? Don't you think it might make her feel less special? Lisa was taken aback, but tried to explain that Mia needed a home and that there was enough love in our family for both girls. We hoped Anna would come around once she met Mia, but things only got worse from there. When Anna and Mark visited after Mia's arrival, the tension was palpable. Anna barely acknowledged Mia and focused all her attention on Lily. She would say things like, "Show them how special you are, sweetie. You're the real princess here." We found it uncomfortable, but didn't want to create a scene in front of the kids. As time went on, Anna's behavior escalated. At family gatherings, she constantly compared Lily and Mia, making hurtful comments like, "Oh, Lily started talking so much earlier than Mia," or "Lily's hair is just so beautiful, isn't it?" These remarks deeply affected Mia, who became quiet and withdrawn whenever Anna was around. The breaking point came at Lily's birthday party last month. Anna organized a lavish princess-themed celebration at a park, complete with a bouncy castle and even a woman dressed as a Disney princess. When we arrived with Tommy and Mia, Anna greeted us coldly. She gave Tommy a little crown, but claimed she had run out of crowns when it came time to give one to Mia. Throughout the party, Anna ensured that Lily was the center of attention, which we understood to some extent since it was her birthday. However, Anna deliberately excluded Mia from the games, often whispering to the other kids, who would then run off, leaving Mia behind. The worst moment came during the cake cutting. Anna called all the kids to gather around Lily, conveniently forgetting Mia. Lisa had to take Mia's hand and bring her to the group. I could see the hurt in Mia's eyes, and it broke my heart. Later, as party favors were handed out, Anna prepared special gift bags for each child, but Mia's was noticeably smaller, with fewer treats inside. When Lisa confronted her, Anna shrugged and said, "Oh, I thought adopted kids were used to getting less." That was the last straw. Lisa broke down in tears, and I had to hold myself back from yelling at Anna in front of everyone. We gathered our kids and left the party immediately. On the way home, Mia asked us why her aunt didn't like her and if it was because she was adopted. Hearing that from our little girl was heartbreaking. Since that day, we've limited our contact with Anna. We explained the situation to Mark and my in-laws, who were horrified by Anna's behavior and supported our decision to keep Mia away from her. But we're struggling with how to move forward. We don't want to cut off Mark and Lily, who haven't done anything wrong, but we can't let Mia be exposed to Anna's negativity. We also worry about how to handle future family gatherings. How do we protect Mia without causing a huge rift in the family? It's a painful dilemma. This whole situation has brought up a lot of difficult memories for me. Growing up as an only child, I always wanted siblings and a close family. When I married Lisa, I felt like I'd finally found that with her big, loving family. Now, it feels like that dream is being torn apart by Anna's actions. Lisa is also taking this very hard. She's always been close to her siblings, and it's devastating that one of them, or at least someone married to one of them, could treat her child this way. Despite the challenges, we're trying to focus on the positive aspects of our lives. Mia is thriving in many ways. She's made friends at preschool, loves helping Lisa in the garden, and she and Tommy have become inseparable. Just yesterday, I found them building a tower together in Tommy's room, with him patiently showing Mia how to stack the blocks. These moments remind us that despite the difficulties we face, we have a beautiful, loving family. But we still struggle with how to handle Anna's hostility. Should we try to make peace with her for the sake of family unity? Or should we keep our distance to protect Mia? We find ourselves caught between wanting to keep the peace in the family and standing up for our daughter. We know that Mia deserves the same love and respect as any other child, and we refuse to let anyone undermine that. Any advice or insights would be appreciated as we navigate this painful situation. We have realized that we must prioritize Mia's well-being and self-esteem, and this journey has taught us about the complexities of family dynamics. While it is painful, we know that we are committed to ensuring that Mia feels loved and valued. As we continue to navigate this complex family situation, our hope is that love will ultimately prevail, and that Anna will come to understand the true meaning of family. In the weeks that followed, we kept our distance from Anna. We continued to see Mark and Lily, but only when Anna wasn't around. It felt awkward, but we believed it was necessary for Mia's well-being. Then, one day, we experienced a breakthrough. Although it wasn't in the way we had anticipated, Lily came over for a playdate with Tommy and Mia. While the kids were playing in the backyard, Lisa and I were in the kitchen preparing snacks when we suddenly heard Mia crying. We rushed outside to find her in tears, with Lily looking guilty. When we asked what had happened, Lily blurted out, "I told Mia that Mom says she's not really part of our family because she's adopted, but I don't think that's true. Mia is my cousin, no matter what." We were taken aback. It became clear that Anna had been filling Lily's head with negative thoughts about Mia. We gently asked Lily if her mother often said things like this. She nodded and, in the innocent way children do, began to share more of what Anna had been telling her at home. Anna had been instructing Lily to spy on us, to report back on everything Mia did or said, and to keep tabs on how we treated her compared to Tommy. She was using this information to fuel her narrative that we favored Mia over the other kids. Horrified by this revelation, we thanked Lily for her honesty and reassured both girls that they were equally loved and important to our family. After the girls went back to playing, we called Mark to explain what we had learned. He was silent for a moment, then let out a heavy sigh, admitting he had noticed Anna saying questionable things to Lily, but hadn't realized the extent of it. He promised to confront Anna and put a stop to it. The next day, Mark called back, sounding strained as he recounted his confrontation with Anna. He had tried to reason with her, explaining how her behavior was hurting both Mia and Lily. But Anna refused to acknowledge her wrongdoing, accusing Mark of choosing us over her and their daughter. The argument escalated, and Mark finally stood up to her manipulative behavior. Anna stormed out, claiming she needed time to think. As of now, Anna is staying with her parents. Mark is considering marriage counseling, but isn't sure if Anna will agree. He's also thinking about how her behavior affects Lily and weighing his options. This entire situation has left us with mixed emotions. On one hand, we're relieved that the truth is finally out and that Mark is recognizing Anna's behavior for what it is. On the other hand, we feel sadness for Mark and Lily. Their lives have been turned upside down, and we can't help but feel partly responsible, even though Anna's actions are not our fault. We've assured Mark that we'll support him and Lily no matter what happens. We offered to have Lily stay with us if he needs time to sort things out with Anna. He hasn't taken us up on that offer yet, but he seemed grateful for the option. As for Mia, we are focusing on reinforcing her place in our family. We've started having more family nights, playing board games and watching movies together. We're also planning a special vacation just for our family, a trip to Disney World. Mia has become obsessed with princesses lately, and we think it would be wonderful for her to see that all princesses are special, not just those born into royal families. Mia seems happier and more settled now that she's not around Anna's negativity. She's been more outgoing at preschool and has even made a new best friend, which is heartwarming to see. Tommy has been amazing through all this. He's protective of Mia in a way that fills us with pride. The other day, he told us he was glad Mia was his sister because she was way cooler than any other sister he could have. It brought tears to our eyes to see the bond they share. We're still processing everything that has happened, but we feel like we're on the right path. We're committed to protecting Mia, even if it means making tough choices about family relationships. We hope Anna will eventually recognize her mistakes, but we're prepared for the possibility that she won't. For now, we're taking it one day at a time, focusing on creating a loving, supportive environment for our children and being there for Mark and Lily as they navigate this difficult time. This isn't the family dynamic we envisioned when we started this journey, but we are committed to making the best of it. We're grateful for the support we've received from most of our family members and all of you. Your advice and encouragement have been invaluable. We'll keep you updated as the situation develops. Thank you for being there for us during this challenging time. The court has made a decision regarding Mark and Anna's custody situation. Mark has been granted temporary full custody of Lily, while Anna is only allowed to visit her under supervision. This means that whenever Anna sees Lily, there must be a trusted adult present. Additionally, as a condition for her visitation rights, Anna is required to attend therapy. Unsurprisingly, Anna has reacted negatively to this ruling. She has been fighting the court's decision, claiming that the psychologist involved in the case is biased against her. This has been a challenging turn of events for everyone involved, particularly for Lily. She feels confused and upset because she can't see her mom whenever she wants. It's difficult for her to understand why Anna can only visit her with someone else present. During this tough time, we're doing our best to support both Mark and Lily. We've offered to babysit whenever we can and have included them in our family activities, trying to create a sense of normalcy and stability for Lily. In contrast, Mia is doing much better now that she is not exposed to Anna's negativity. We have been working closely with a child therapist to help Mia process everything that has happened over the past few months. Through therapy, Mia is starting to understand that Anna's behavior was not her fault. This realization is helping her become more confident in her place in our family. Just the other day, Mia made a significant request that warmed our hearts. She asked if she could call us Mommy and Daddy instead of using our first names. This was a big step for her, and it meant the world to us. It showed that she is starting to feel secure and loved in her new family dynamic. We've also seen some positive changes in our family as a whole. Our in-laws, John and Mary, have been incredibly supportive during this difficult time. They've made it clear that they consider Mia their granddaughter, just like Tommy and Lily. They have been spending more time with us, and it's beautiful to witness the bond they are forming with Mia. Mark has been leaning on us heavily during this challenging period, expressing regret for not standing up to Anna sooner and for allowing her behavior to continue for so long. We've assured him that we don't blame him for what happened and that we're here for both him and Lily as we navigate this new family dynamic together. To foster a loving environment for all the kids, we're focusing on creating family traditions. We're planning more outings, such as game nights, and even discussing the possibility of a joint family vacation with Mark and Lily. While it's been a tough journey, we feel like we are finally moving in the right direction. We are committed to protecting Mia and ensuring she knows she is loved and valued, regardless of what Anna or anyone else might say. Update 3. It has now been 6 months since my last update, and I want to share the latest developments in our family situation. A lot has changed, and while things aren't perfect, we are in a much better place now. The divorce between Mark and Anna was finalized 3 months ago, and it was a contentious process, with Anna fighting Mark at every turn. She tried to paint him as an unfit parent, claiming he prioritized his niece over his own daughter. Thankfully, the court saw through her accusations. Mark was granted primary custody of Lily, while Anna has supervised visitation every other weekend. She is also required to continue her therapy as part of the custody agreement. Lily has been adjusting to this new arrangement, and although it hasn't been easy, she is showing remarkable resilience. We've all been working together to provide her with a stable and loving environment. She spends a lot of time at our house, and her relationship with Mia has grown stronger. It is heartwarming to see them playing together, giggling, and sharing secrets like typical cousins. Mia has made significant progress, too. With the help of her therapist and our constant reassurance, she's becoming more confident and secure. She no longer questions whether she is loved less because she is adopted. Instead, she expresses how lucky she feels to have a big family that loves her. She has even started to stand up for herself at school, proudly explaining that she has two families who care for her. We've established a new family tradition of monthly gatherings with Mark, Lily, and our in-laws. These get-togethers have been crucial in reinforcing our family bonds and showing the kids that family isn't just about blood relations. Last month, we all worked together to plant a small vegetable garden in our backyard. Watching the kids get excited about their plants growing has become a beautiful metaphor for our family's healing process. As for Anna, she is still struggling to accept the situation. She attends therapy as required, but her progress has been slow. Occasionally, she tries to stir up trouble, like the time she attempted to convince Lily to refuse to come to our house. Thankfully, Lily is old enough to see through these attempts and has been standing her ground. We've maintained our distance from Anna, only interacting with her when absolutely necessary for Lily's sake. While this isn't ideal, it is the best way to protect our family's peace and Mia's well-being. We are hopeful that with continued therapy, Anna might eventually come to terms with the situation and learn to treat all the children equally. Our in-laws, John and Mary, have been our rocks throughout this ordeal. They've made it clear that they do not condone Anna's behavior and have been actively involved in creating a loving environment for all their grandchildren, including Mia. They have even started a new tradition of grandparent days, where they take all the grandkids out for a special outing once a month. Recently, we took that family vacation we had been planning. We rented a beach house and spent a week with Mark, Lily, and our in-laws. It was just what we all needed, a chance to relax, bond, and create new happy memories together. Watching the kids build sand castles and splash in the waves was a joyful sight, and it was hard to believe how far we had come from the tension and hurt of just a few months ago. As we move forward, we are cautiously optimistic. We know there may be challenges ahead, especially since Anna will continue to be part of Lily's life. However, we are committed to facing whatever comes our way as a united family. Our experiences have taught us that true family is not just about blood or titles, but about love, support, and acceptance.